as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Now Rodgers. Oh, what a juke into space. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
58, come on. Yeah, hey, take 26. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
Rodgers now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. Hey, 88.
Snap comes at 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
58, come on. 58, come on.
Now Rodgers. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. I mean, they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
1st down.
first down, a run with Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Trubisky will throw. Steps away to his left. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, and they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Crosby with the extra point. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position.
39-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st down, it's Cohen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Packers 10, Bears 7. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You. 58.
Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
47-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Mike, 58, right there. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 58's the money. 58's the money. Let's go, defense.
From the 45 on second down. Rodgers. Oh, nearly picked.
Incomplete.
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
By Kyle Fuller.
To throw is Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
21-yard line.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Take your
handoff. This is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
10-10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Lock in. 51.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Mooney. He gets 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 58, boys. 58. 56. 26. Boom, boom. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Box it. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. Let's go. 58. Right over there. Yeah.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, Rodgers. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Now it's Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 52 yards.
First down, Chicago.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On first down, it's Cohen. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Trubisky. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
17.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They hand it off to Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
3rd and less than a yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 21-yard line. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 45 yards on the ground.
At the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Rodgers going to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Push him back. 58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
24 is the mic. Here we go. 150. 24 is the mic. Watch it back.
Snap comes at 1. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. Rodgers again now. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now it's Patterson.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This one caught by Davis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Daryl Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here, man.
Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Trubisky will throw. Dancing to his left. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Right back to him on first down. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And Adams has it. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Raheem Mostert with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trip, and the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Over on downs.
Rodgers looking to throw. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
At the 31-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. Red, come. I'm coming after you. 44.
Now Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Check. Watch the slant. 44. Alert. Hey, they're scared.
Now Trubisky on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos.